Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic evening or morning or afternoon, whenever it is you're listening to this. Welcome if you're joining me live or if you're catching the replay. I'm really glad you're here. So, today we're going to be talking about something that could really change the trajectory of your life. I know that seems pretty serious, but it really is so important. And it's about making 2025 the year you choose. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Are you are you just tired of running on empty all the freaking time? Do you feel like life is just everyone else's needs above your own? A constant grind of back-to-back meetings, back-to-back obligations. You're exhausted from putting all of those needs, everybody else's needs, ahead of your own. And you're just white knuckling it through, hoping, powering through, hoping that retirement will be the magic solution. If you nodded yes, or in your mind had that deep ping in your gut of, this is a little too true, this is really true for me, then this conversation is for you. It's time to end the burnout. It is time to end the go, 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 the nonstop going, and create energy that is literally renewable, regenerative, restorative for your entire life. Not just for part of it, not just for when you're at work and then come home and collapse, but for the whole thing. And guess what? You do not have to quit your job. You do not have to step back. You do not have to sacrifice your success in order to make that happen. So let's just kind of talk a little bit about, why does 2025 need to be about you first? For way too long, you have been at the bottom of your priority list, not second, not third, not fourth. You have been at the bottom of your priority list. Based on my conversations with clients, I know you've likely told yourself, just like they have, that I just need to get through this quarter. I just need to get through this project. It's only a season of work, a season of life. But here's the hard truth: nothing, and I mean nothing, will change for the better, that is, unless you make the decision to change and you take some really conscious action around it. You might What might change is your health could get worse. Your patience could get shorter than it already is. Your relationships could get even more strained than they already are. However, too many women I talk to believe that focusing on themselves is selfish. And I'm here to tell you that choosing you in 2025 is anything but selfish. If you look at what the real definition of being selfish is, it is the selfishness I'm talking about, putting yourself first, is absolutely essential. Okay. Choosing you could be seen as selfish if, from the outside, if choosing yourself, your health, your energy might look selfish to other people. You might decline a meeting or a project to protect your time. You might set boundaries with a colleague or family, saying no to things you've always said yes to. You might dedicate time to exercise, rest, personal growth, instead of always being available to others. To those who benefit from your over giving, from your overperforming, over functioning, your people pleasing, your constant availability, this shift is going to feel uncomfortable to other people. They may look at it as selfish, but let's redefine what selfish really truly means. Choosing you and putting yourself first isn't about putting everyone else last. It isn't about neglecting others. It is about ensuring that when you are there for others, that you are at your very best. You show up fully in your life, in your role as a leader, in your role in all of your relationships, maybe your role as a parent, a friend, a spouse. And here's some ways that prioritizing yourself transforms not just your life, not just your life, but the life of everyone around you. So, first off, your well being. When you're burned out, it takes a toll on your body and your mind. Chronic stress impacts your sleep, your immune system, and your overall vitality, your ability to mentally perform the work that you were hired to perform. A healthy, more capable, resilient, and energized you will be ready to face life's demands with clarity and strength when you put yourself first. Okay, what else? Why is choosing you important? Second, your relationships. Constant depletion leaves you emotionally unavailable. I hear this from so many of my clients, so many of the women I talk to, that they are just not present with the people they care the most about. They have so little time, and the little time they do have, they're just not present, whether it's being on their phone with work or just mentally so fatigued and so burned out that they just can't be present. When you invest in yourself, when you show up as a better partner, a better parent, a better friend, a better leader, you're more patient, you're more present, you're more connected. And that's one of the core basic needs we all have is connection. The third thing that, why choosing you is so essential in 2025 is your success. Overworking and powering through might feel productive at the time, but it's not sustainable. When you're working every evening, you are 20% less productive the next day. Real success comes from a strategic, focused approach. When you prioritize yourself and you create space for creativity, innovation, impactful leadership, these are the qualities that you'll have that will actually drive your long-term success. And the last thing about why it is so important to prioritize you in 2025 is that burnout doesn't go away. You can't vacation your way out of it. If you took off over these holidays and you think next year is going to be better just by taking this time off over the holidays, you have another thing coming. The burnout is going to come back. Left unaddressed, burnout will lead to serious health issues like heart disease, autoimmune, chronic fatigue, cancer. Your immune system gets so damped down, so minimized when you're in constant stress that your body can't fight off the things that are all there and that would normally never present themselves, but they do when your immune system is so depleted. Choosing you ensures that you're not just surviving until retirement, surviving the next year, but you're actually thriving for decades to come. When you're prioritizing yourself, you create a ripple effect. You create a ripple effect with those people on your team, your leadership, your family, your future. And it isn't selfish, it is essential. It's actually the foundation for a life that is sustainable, for energy that is sustainable, for a life that's fulfilling, full of energy and vitality. So let's chat about what it means. Let's go into a little bit more specifics. I'm going to take a few things and I'm going to go just a little bit deeper. And then I'll probably take each one of these and maybe do a live on each one of these. What does it mean to choose you in 2025? It is not about stepping back. It is not about quitting. It is not about saying no to everything. You don't have to walk away from your career to love or a career you love or the success that you build. What we're talking about is creating a rhythm, a rhythm, an ebb and flow that sustains you. So can you imagine, just for a minute, close your eyes and just imagine what it would be like to wake up each day with energy, to feel energized and ready to feel the vitality of life every day and to feel it throughout the day. Might ebb and flow, but you know how to renew it. It's about transforming the way you think and the way that you approach your life so that you can end the back-to-back meetings that are a huge drain on your energy all week. You can create time for strategic thinking, not just squeezing it in on evenings or weekends. And 3, you can build a life that sets you up for vitality, for everything that you love and not just surviving. Thirdly, let's hit on some of the most, uh, I want to hit on something most of the people I talk to, most of us really don't take the time to think about because we're moving at Mach 4 with our hair on fire. Let's talk about the risks if you don't make a shift in 2025. If you stay in this cycle of burnout, the cost can be staggering. First, your health. I said this already, but I'll say it again. Chronic stress leads to real physical consequences. Insomnia, high blood pressure, brain fog, digestive issues, chronic pain, long-term illness. Dr. Gabor Mate says that this constant stress, this constant giving and ignoring our own needs, our need for sleep, our need for healthcare, our need for the right food for energy for our bodies is a major risk factor for chronic illness. Second, the second risk of if you don't make this shift, and it may be something that is impacted already. I'm seeing this with so many of my clients. We talked about it a little earlier, are your relationships. The people you love, the people you love most are getting your leftovers. They're getting, what's left after you've been powering through your day at work, and now you're not able to be present. You're not able to really be there for them because your energy is just bottomed out. The ones that mean the most to you are getting the leftovers. And then the third thing about what happens if you don't make this shift, and there's a lot more than these three, but these are kind of the three key ones, is your future. Instead of retiring with joy, with vitality, with your health, you could be spending those years battling health challenges that steal your time and energy instead of being able to spend it, one, doing the things you love, or being able to be there for those you love. And it could get worse. There's a chance that you don't make it to retirement. That happened to somebody I know and love. And I know another person who at retirement, 2 issues with cancer within a year. Surgeries, weeks and months of not knowing. One was an actual cancer scare, required majorly invasive surgery. The other was a cancer scare that was stressful for weeks, not knowing. In the end, it wasn't cancer, but the first one was. So how do you start choosing you in 2025? So let's talk about how you can make this happen without stepping back and without just powering through, without white knuckling your way through life. First is ending the people pleasing. You need to know what a boundary is and what it is, and that it's not just being resentful. It doesn't mean being mean or being a jerk. And we'll dig more into this, into boundaries in a future podcast or in a future live that I do. So you have to know how to set boundaries. The second is you have to know how to keep those boundaries and set them and keep them in a way that serves your time, your energy, and you have to, thirdly, you have to learn how to stop caring about what everyone else thinks. Because when you put yourself first, you're able to be the leader that you need to, that you want to be for your leadership, for your team, and be able to be the strategic leader that your team needs you to be. The second thing in terms of how you start choosing you is to create renewable energy. And I know this may sound very weird and abstract. And when it comes down to it, when I work with my clients, it's not really abstract. It takes work. It takes attention. And the first thing, and it's not about, taking a spa day every month or getting a massage every month or making sure that you're doing yoga every day or whatever it is. Those things can be helpful, but they're not going to cure your burnout. You have to do it from the inside out. So the first thing is building some awareness. What am I doing? And how does it make me feel? Where am I feeling more energized? Am I feeling less energized? Where are the energy leaks? Where are the things that are sapping my energy? And part of that is really being tuned into your energetic blueprint. I'm not going to go into detail about what that is, but it's a key piece of what I work with my clients on because each one of us has a very unique energetic blueprint. We each have a certain pattern that creates energy for us, and we have a certain pattern that depletes our energy. And a lot of it comes from what's going on in our head and how we're interpreting and perceiving what's going on around us. And it takes a very fine-tuned level of awareness, observation, being able to tune into and really look at what am I thinking and how am I feeling, because those two things drive how you act. What you think about what's going on, how you feel about what you're thinking, that's going to drive the things that you do or don't do. When we think about energy, it isn't just our physical energy. We have emotional energy, we have mental energy, we have relational energy, we have spiritual energy, and we need to work on all of those levels in order to get rid of the burnout. We need to be thinking about it from multiple perspectives and take a more holistic approach. The next thing is really taking a holistic and restorative approach to your whole life. This isn't just about work. And you may already know this. There really isn't the idea of work-life balance, of things being equal at all times is not realistic. We know that. You probably know that and believe that, but don't know an alternative. And I love what another coach had said was that it is about creating a work-life rhythm, a rhythm that supports who you are at your core, your energetic blueprint, who you are at your core, who you want to be. What are the things that are going to create that rhythm so that you can withstand the times where you do need to work 60 hours a week or 80 hours a week, hopefully not 80, and when you can work the 30 or 40, and you've got the time in there to be strategic, to be the leader that you really want to be. Part of that is knowing that your energetic blueprint, as I said earlier, and that energetic blueprint has to do with your needs, your preferences, your desires, your gifts, your talents, and knowing moment by moment, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, when you're living in alignment with those things and when you're not. Because it's when you're out of alignment that it saps your energy. And when your energy is consistent, when you're doing things out of alignment with your energetic blueprint, it is going to create what I talked about last week, which was that chronic depletion. Actually, it was 2 weeks ago. So it means tuning in and creating the appropriate space so that you can align, so that you can know what that blueprint is and you can align to it. And that way you make space for rest, for joy, for fun, and the strategic work, not just the grind of endless tasks. So stop waiting for retirement for the life that you want to live. Retirement shouldn't be about recovery from years of burnout. Retirement should be a time of celebration and vitality. Start creating the energy and lifestyle now so that when retirement comes, you are so ready. You are mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually ready to enjoy your life and not have to worry about all this illness and all these issues creeping in. So here's the thing. I have an offer for you. You do not have to figure this out alone. Together, we can create your best work-life rhythm. I can help you identify and help you tease apart what are those things that are sapping your energy and what are those things that will regenerate your energy. Together, we can create that best life for you and prioritize your career and your thriving at the same time. So if this resonates with you, let's chat, set up an end burnout call now. I'll put the link in the comments. Let's explore how you can make 2025 the year of you. Finally prioritize your health, your well-being, and your energy. Find the ease and the joy of both work and non-work life. I want you to feel happy. I want you to be healthy for many decades. I'm here to help you create that life you love where burnout doesn't stand a chance. So let's make 2025 a year where you stop surviving and that you start thriving. You deserve to be the very best version of you now, not just when you retire. So thank you for joining me. And if you're ready to take that next step, check the comments below and book a call. Here's to making 2025 the year of you.